what is this op amp means? What is op meaning? What is amp meaning? The op means it is a operational, amp means it is an amplifier. Previously we have studied amplifier. What is difference between this amplifier means? Op amp is a combination of thousand of amplifier and it can be done some operations, so it is called operational amplifier. What is this operation means? I can do operation like mathematical operation like adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplication, and also I can do integration, differentiation, even logarithmic also possible. Okay, these are operation possible in the amplifier, so this is called as a operational amplifier. Now, what is the definition of operation amplifier? It is a combination of thousand of amplifier which can do the several operation like mathematical operations, so it is known as op amp. Okay, now what is this operational amplifier consist of? It consists of total 5 pins. Okay, total 5 number of pin we have. In this, the 2 pin we are calling as a input. Why we have 2 input? Usually up to here we are studied amplifier having only one input V1, but here we are using 2 input. The reason is it is an operational amplifier. To operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication, we require two type of inputs. We cannot do single input as a addition, yes or no, or multiplication or any mathematical operation. If you want to do mathematical operation means we require more than one input, so that purpose op amp is contained as a two input. Okay, and it has only one output and we have two power supplies. Okay, one for one input supply, another for another input supply. Okay, this is total 5 pin we have in the op amp. This is the symbol, and remember one thing, anywhere you write a op amp you have to represent all these 5 pins. Okay, plus VCC 7 minus 4 VEE, 6 as a output, 2 as an inverting input, 3 as a non-inverting. The pin number is not necessary. Actually, this is pin number from 741 IC. Pin number is not necessary every time, but this type of symbol you have to write every time. If you are missed plus VCC minus VEE, this is incomplete version of the op amp. Okay, so now we can check what is this input and output. Now, if you have two input, what are the possibility there? In digital input, remember, we have two input. How many possibility? If A and B, two input, we have four possibility. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Same way in this op amp, I have four possibility. I can give one input, I can give other input, I can give both the input, I can't give both the input. That means both the input is not given. Like that I have four combinations. Before going to that, some classification, just check it out. In op amp, usually we have two types. One is open loop, another one is closed loop. Open loop means whatever here we have this diagram, exactly this portions. Okay, this is called as a open loop. There is no connection between output to input. Okay, this portion is known as open loop. And closed loop means we have connection between if output to input to the pin number 3, this is called as a positive closed loop. If it is connected output to pin number 2, this is called as a negative feedback. Okay, remember one thing, usually we use everywhere op amp negative feedback only, positive feedback very less we are using. Okay, only Schmitt trigger and other stuff we are using, all the other part we are using negative feedback only. Okay, now here we can discuss on that. Now what is open loop, understood, right? There is no connection between output to input, and closed loop means there is a connection. In open loop there is a two type again. One is single ended, another one is double ended. What is this single ended and double ended means? If I am using any one input, it is called single ended. If I am using both the input, then it is called as a double ended. Okay, now in single ended I can do the inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier, and double ended we can do common mode or differential amplifier. What is this exactly meaning? Already I told we have two input, we can do the as logic design we can do four combination, 0, 0, 0 1 1 0 1 1. Now what is this 0 0 means? I am connecting V plus also grounding, okay, and V minus also grounding. This is called as a 0 0. That is nothing but both are connected together. This is called as a common mode. Actually, what is the formula of op amp means? See, V out actually previously we know that V out is equal to A into Vi. But in this case, we have two type of Vi. One is V plus that is connected to positive terminal, another one is V minus connected to negative terminal. So we are taking difference of this. Why? Because V minus is negative, we are indicating minus V minus. Okay, this is just a my username. This is the showing the negative indication. Okay, and another one is V plus. This is just my indication. Okay, actually plus V. Okay, one we have plus V, another one we have minus V. So what I am getting V out is V out is equal to A into V plus minus V minus. Okay, this is the very important formula. Any op amp if you are taking, this formula is very important, or we call basic formula. Without this we can't do anything. Now if you know this formula, in the first case we are using V plus 0 and V minus 0. Once I am using 0 0 for that, what is the answer I will get here? I am using 0 here, 0 here from the first condition. Okay, so if I use 0 0, my V out usually what I will get 0 only. Yes or no? 0 into A. So this is called as a common mode. Usually common mode used for that purpose. Is it our op amp is proper or not? If I give the both the values same, then output should be 0. If it is not 0, then we are calling there is a small offset voltage is there. Okay, that we can discuss later. Now we can take that V out is 0 here. Okay, now go with the second condition. What is this second condition? V plus is 0, V minus is 1. What happens here? V plus is 0, V minus is 1 means what is A into V minus into 1. So what I am getting? A into minus V minus. Yes or no? So minus of A, V minus. This is called as a the negative indication of inverting operation. So we are calling this one as a inverting. Okay, this formula I have written here. Following? So this is how we are taken second case. Okay, now go with the third case. What happens in the third case now? We are taking as a 1 0. Now 1 0 means what? V plus we are taking 1 and V minus we are taking 0. So what is the formula I will get? This is the 1 and this is the 0. So I am getting as a into V plus. Okay, and this is the plus, so we are calling non-inverting, and this is the answer. And how to connect here? If it is A V plus means V plus we are giving some input V and V minus is grounded. Okay, this particular circuit diagram known as a non-inverting. Okay, what is the actually inverting diagram? Anyone? How to write inverting diagram here? Inverting diagram means we have to change it to the V plus is 0. Yes or no? 0 is nothing but ground, and here I am giving some voltage V. So it is called as a inverting amplifier circuit diagram. Now we move on the last one. It is called as a differential mode. Actually op amp another name is it is a differential amplifier. Okay, differential amplifier is very important one. So what happens in differential amplifier? We are giving V1 here and we are giving V2 here. Two input voltage we are giving. Once you are given V1 and V2, what is the answer we are getting here? V out is equal to A is always we have and V1 minus V2. Okay, and it is actually taking difference of the V1 V2, so it is called differential amplifier, or it is called A into V plus minus V minus. This is the basic formula. So I hope you are getting as a op amp how many connection we can do, and remember that the full op amp is depend upon these four connection. Any op amp circuit you will do, you cannot do rather than this four. You have to do either any one of this one. Okay, and now tell me what is single ended means? This one part is 0, another portion is present, that is single ended, Double ended means both are present. Okay, this is all about the open loop. Now what is this closed loop means? What is the difference in closed loop? We have to connect circuit such a way that which is connected to output side. Okay, now these are some single ended, already we are discussed. Once again check it out here. In single ended, this case minus is present V in, plus is grounded, so this portion we are calling as a inverting amplifier. If I give input something like that, I am getting 180 degree in the output side. Okay, if it is negative is grounded, plus I am giving as a some V in, so whatever input I have given, I am getting exactly same, so it is called non-inverting. Okay, these are single mode. In double mode, we have differential amplifier or common mode. In this what? V1 I am giving, V2 I am giving. These two difference I am getting in the output side. Okay. Common mode means both are connected to V in or both are connected to ground. Both are same. Okay. You can connect some voltage to both or ground to both. Okay, that means both the mode are same, so V out should be 0 whatever you are given. Okay, this is all about the open loop. Okay, now we can move on the something on the closed loop. What happens in the closed loop operations? Okay, closed loop we have two types, one is positive, another one is negative. Already I told we are only discussing here negative feedback. Okay, in negative feedback this circuit is common for all the portions. Okay, that is V1, V2, we have one particular resistance and we have V0. Okay, now what changes we will get here, just check it out, it is very important. The case 1 I will take both are 0 0. Okay, already I told there is a 4 cases. No, first case if you are taken 0 0, so you have to give here also 0, here also 0. That means this is grounded, this is grounded. Okay, this is known as a common mode signal and I am not getting anything, 0 I am getting. Okay, take down this type of circuit, this is known as a common mode in the closed loop. Okay, both are grounded and we are given some RF. Second case we are giving something called 0 1. Okay, what is this 0 1 means? What is 0 1 means? 0 1 means we are doing something like the positive is 0 and negative is we are giving some values. So this is negative, right? We are giving some V in and this is grounded. Okay, now remember one thing, if you are giving any voltage, better to give here one resistance. Okay, and remember this resistance is common here everywhere. Okay, and won't change the resistance. If it is input in V1, change resistance here, not necessary. This resistance is required if you are finding for the gain. Okay, actually this circuit is proper one. Now if you are giving as a inverting amplifier means the 0 portion to the positive, so grounded, and 1 is given to minus portion here. So this is the circuit diagram for inverting amplifier. Okay, and what is the non-inverting amplifier means? Listen carefully, don't change the this resistor. Okay, this portion remains same, only change the input portion. Now what is the input I have to change? 1 0. So 1 0 means I have to give voltage to here and this one should be grounded. Okay, this type of circuit is known as non-inverting amplifier. Getting? The formula is same as previous, a formula later we can find. Okay, and last one is 1 1. What is 1 1 means? We have to take as a these two resistance remain same. Okay, don't change it, only instead of grounding you have to give it answer. Okay, V1 and V2. Okay, this is the circuit diagram for the differential amplifier. I hope you are getting all the four type of circuits. Always remember this portion of the circuit remains same. Okay, in the closed loop negative feedback, not necessary to change this resistance, this resistance. This is called RF, this is R1, always connected to negative only. Okay, this circuit remains same, only change in the V1 V2 according to 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 you are getting as a how you got in a open loop gain. Okay, the same equation you will get. This is all about the basic stuff of the op amp. if you are going with this op amp any circuit, now what is this 7 and 8 we have to, yeah, now listen here, we understand what is this 2 3 and 6 will do. Okay, if I am given here 5, okay, and if I am here given 2, okay, voltage, and remember that gain is 1, okay, idle gain. Now what is the output I will get? This is negative, yes or no? 5 is given to negative, 2 is given to positive, and a is how much? Sorry, a is 1 and output is how much? Output is equal to a into difference of this 2 minus 5 is nothing but minus 3. So my answer is minus 3 here. Okay. Same way, if I take another example, here I am getting 2 volt and here I am getting 5 volt and gain is 1. Assume that. And what is the answer I am getting here now? Actually, V1 minus V2, 5 minus 2, and it is multiplied with 1. So, I am getting as a 3 here. Okay. Same way, if I take one more example, if I give here 0 and if I give here 4 and gain is 1, what is my answer? Because 4 minus 0 is remains 4 only. 4 into 1 is 4. So, I am getting answer as a 4. Same way, one more example I will take you, and this is 3 and something 0. What happens here? 3 minus 0 is actually plus is 0 and this one is 3. So I am usually getting minus 3 and gain assume 1. So I am getting as a minus 3. The negative indicates it is a inverting 1. Okay. So if it is both are equal, so we can say that this is 3 and this is also 3. Now what happens? 3 minus 3 becomes 0. Whatever gain you will give, if you give gain 10 also, I am getting 0 in the output side. Okay, this is what we studied about this example. Now the question arises, what is this plus VCC and minus VE will do? Why we are using this one? This is actually the power supply. Okay, this power supply is the maximum output I can get here. If I am given VCC is 12 volt and this is minus 12 volt, usually remember that plus VCC and minus VE value remains same, only magnitude is one is plus, another one is minus. Usually we will give minus 12 to plus 12. Now if you are given some answer like you can take some example 0 to 5. Okay, now assume that gain is 1 and assume your plus VCC is 12 and minus VCC is minus 12. Okay, both are equal. Now what happens? It is 5 minus 0 into 1. So I am getting as a 5 and 5 is lies in between minus 12 to 12. So I am getting full sine wave like this 5. Okay, if it is, assume that your gain is 10. Okay, second example, what happens? I am usually getting as a 50 here. Okay, usually I have to get my answer is something called 50. This is the plus 50 and this is the minus 50. Okay, usually I have to get something like that. But what happens, because of the your power supply maximum is 12 plus 12 to minus 12. So if you are given this particular 50, so you won't get that 50, you are getting only up to plus 12 here and minus 12 only, other portion you won't get. So you are getting something like this. Okay, only this portion only you will get and other portion is removed. Okay, this is the use of the what you have. Okay, okay, this is the output you are getting. Now what is the use of this VCC and minus VE, understood, right? This is the maximum output I can get here. If it is exceed that portion I am not getting here. That is the reason we are using this plus VCC and minus VE. So that is all depend upon what is the gain in this one. Now you may get one question, what is this open loop and closed loop difference? In the open loop I cannot change gain. Gain is actually inbuilt, that is called as a M. Okay, and this gain is already present in the op amp, it is always constant, I cannot change the gain. If I give 5 volt, gain is inbuilt, how much it is According to that, I am getting same answer on the output side. If I want to change the gain part, then I have to use closed loop. Already I told closed loop you are using RF and R1. If you changing the RF and R1 value, you can change the gain value. So the main reason we are using closed loop means we can control the gain. In open loop, we cannot control the gain. Now getting all the stuff about op amp, these are already you are studied in your basic electronics. Just I am remembering that what is op amp full. Getting what is input, what is power supply, what is output, and what is open loop means, what is closed loop means, what is common mode means, what is inverting means, what is non-inverting means, and what is the differential amplifier means. Okay, now we are going on some characteristic, that means how actually op amp works and what are the characteristic. Okay, in open part we have something called input resistance and output resistance. What is this input resistance actually? It is defined as the equivalent resistance which can be measured at either inverting or non-inverting terminal with the other terminal connected to ground. It is nothing but input portion, whatever resistance is there, that resistance we are calling as a input resistance. Same way, what is output resistance? It is the resistance measured by looking into the output terminal of op amp with the input source short circuited. Okay, this is known as output resistance. Same way, we have bandwidth. What is this bandwidth means? It is the range of over which all signal frequencies are amplified almost equally. That means how much particular portion of the frequencies is amplified, that is known as bandwidth. Okay, if I taken as a one particular signal, something like that, the total signal from where to where we are taken, okay, this is one small signal. If I taken from here to here somewhere, this is portion is known as bandwidth. This frequency portion is taken. Okay, and another one is called as a common mode rejection ratio. Name itself says it is common mode. Okay, it is defined as the ratio of differential gain to common mode gain. Differential gain means if you are given two input, what is the gain, and if you are given same input, what is the gain. That ratio we are known as a common mode rejection ratio. And another one is known as slew rate. It is defined as maximum rate of change of output voltage per unit time. That is nothing but how much time taken to change in the output side. Okay, that is usually called as a slew rate. In another word, rate of change of output voltage per time. Okay, that means if you are given input is something like that. Yes or no? We usually tell what, if you give input, suddenly I have to get output like this if it is non-inverting. Yes or no? But it is not in a practical part. It will take some time to here to produce that. Okay, this time whatever taken, that is known as slew rate. Okay, that means how much time extra taken for the output to get the input part. Okay, another one is called power supply rejection ratio. It is actually change in the op amp input voltage caused by variation in the supply voltage. Actually, this is very important one. What is this input offset voltage means? Once you are done common mode, previously I told you have to get V0 is 0. Yes or no? Here in common mode, V0 should be 0. But practically, when you are done common mode, V0 is not equal to 0. We are getting some 2 milli or 0.2 milli, something like that. Very, very small voltage go on like that. Okay, this voltage usually depend upon plus VCC and minus VE. If you change plus VCC, this value also changes. Okay, this is known as power supply rejection ratio. Okay, that is known as input offset voltage caused by variation in the supply voltage. That means how to find that? If it is 12 volt of the power supply, I am getting 0.2 millivolts, then for 18 volt how much I will get. Okay, this is the ratio we can call as a power supply rejection ratio. Once again I will tell you what is the offset voltage means. When you make common mode, it not becomes 0 exactly. Small voltage lies on that. That voltage is known as offset voltage. that is purely depend upon your supply voltage VCC and minus VE. If it is more supply voltage, this offset voltage also more. If supply voltage is less, this offset voltage also less. This is known as power supply rejection ratio, PSRR. Okay, and input offset voltage already I explained. And what is input bias current? The same thing. It is the average of the current flowing through the two input terminal of the op amp. Okay, bias means what? It is a such a voltage or current which make particular device as a turn on, or suitable voltage to make device on. Okay, that particular, here it is current form, so input bias current. Same way, what is offset current means? Already we know that what is offset, explained, right? Same here. Okay, this is all about offset voltage and bias voltage, offset current and bias current. Okay, now these are the some practical value of the op amp, not necessary to remember. Okay, just go through this. Usually in ideal we are taken either in infinity or 0. Usually output resistance is smaller, and PSRR we usually take as a 0, and input offset voltage is 0, input bias current, input offset current, everything we will take as a 0. But it is ideal value, but practically it is not like that. It has a very small voltage, 2 millivolts as a offset. That means when you make as a common mode, there is a small voltage lies. Same way 50 nanoamps, 6 nanoamps, like that, and resistance is smaller, and input resistance is actually more. And voltage gain, this is for open loop gain, it is 2 into 10 to the power of 5, and bandwidth maximum 1 megahertz. That means if it is frequency lies below 1 megahertz, the op amp will operate. Above 1 megahertz, op amp will not operate. Okay, CMRR we are taken in a decibel, so it is 90 dB. Okay, slew rate means every 0.5 volt 1 microsecond is required to change. Okay, this is called microsecond variation. And PSRR, again this is the volt per volt. Why PSRR is V by V? Because offset voltage and power supply ratio, so it is V by V. I hope you are getting the characteristic of op amp.